Hello and welcome to another video. Thank you very much for clicking on it. Really do appreciate it. So today I'm going to talk about my stability regime that I've been following recently. So without further ado, let's get into the nitty-gritty of it. Let me just stop myself there. First of all, there's a little bit of an announcement coming up and I'm going to do it in the next video and you want to be in it, trust me. It's regards this thing here. Oh yeah, the new Suunto 7. Anyway, enough about that. Stay tuned for the next video, some really big news regarding this, and trust me, you'll be wanting to watch it. Stability is a really key component of running. Why? Well, basically running is a sequence of single leg squats when you think about it. You always load onto one leg. You're never actually on two legs at the same time. So you're putting all that force through one body, well, one body for sure, but one leg. So your big toe plays a really important part in your stability. And I'm going to prove this with a simple and easy method, which will probably make you think again about your stride. Why have I got a hammer in one hand and a nail in the other one? Well, I'm going to show to you how your big toe can help your stability dramatically. And I'm not going to do what you think I'm going to do. Really simple exercise. What you're going to do is take a nail, put it on a piece of wood, with a hammer in the other hand, and grab the hammer how you normally would. Yes, you can see you've got your fist around it. What I want you to do is just take a few hammer strokes and hit the nail in. Now what I want you to do is take your thumb off of the grip completely, as you can see here, and you're going to hammer it in. And what you're going to see is a dramatic difference in your stability. So there you go, that goes to prove like your thumb basically acts like your big toe. It's the major stabilizer within your foot. So it's really important to have strong feet muscles and a great stability so that it can go up through the body and take care of you. I was going to give you a definition of what stability means, and the definition was the state of being stable. That's not the best definition there, I don't believe, but the property of a body that causes it, when disturbed, from a condition of equilibrium or steady motion to develop forces or moments that restore the... Geez, who can understand that? Even I'm reading it, I don't understand it. How can something stand up and how stable will it be when there is a force going through it? So, like here, I'm pushing this battery. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's stable at the moment because it has this platform. But as soon as some force goes through it, then this destabilization comes in. And why would I say that stability is so important, let's say over strengthening or core workouts and those sort of things? Strengthening is increase of muscular exercise and you're making them stronger. But if it's not stabilized in the correct way, you're just increasing those muscles in a destabilized way. So it's really important to get the foundation correctly without the weights, without everything else, just the stability. And ones that I would recommend that any runner would undertake to improve their running and their running form. And of course, naturally, helping to prevent injuries. The great thing about these stabilization exercises, you really don't need to go to a gym to do them. Just a step, a pillow to stand on, just being at home, you can do them at your desk, at the bus stop. They're pretty practical and very accessible to be able to do. Well, let's just face it, stability is something that we just do on a 24/7 basis. Well, that's a little bit of an overstatement because we do spend 8 hours hopefully sleeping in bed where we're just in a relaxed state. So for this first exercise, let's get right into it. The first one is a very nice and simple one. It's just standing with one leg raised. What you'll do is you start with your feet standing together, and you'll raise one and bring your foot behind your body. And with the standing leg, you're going to have a very slight knee bend, not locked out. And you're going to try and keep your arms to your side and not drop your hips out. You're going to try and stand tall, and this is really great just to test that stability. And yeah, at first sometimes it might be pretty hard. You might be shaking your hips, you might be flaring out your arms to help with stability, that's perfectly fine. We all got to start from somewhere. So just focus on doing that for about 30 seconds on each leg and just keep changing it. And I quite often, as I said, do this when I'm waiting for a bus or wherever you are. It's simple, accessible, free, and can reap the rewards from this simple exercise. One thing I would add with this exercise is, mix it up. Do it barefoot because it's better to get all the muscles working in the feet. And sometimes do it in different types of trainers. It's great to have a little bit of variability in it. Once you've managed to master this, you can also test yourself if you really want to, is by closing your eyes and doing the same exercise, or just turning your head to the right, turning your head to the left. And that's a really good way to destabilize you, to sort of like really kind of make things a little bit more confusing and help increase those muscle memory and strength and stability. This next exercise which I've been doing is fairly common. I'm pretty sure you've seen it. You have a little step in front of you of some kind, and you're going to start in kind of a low lunge with one foot back, first the leading foot on the step with the knee hopefully not going in front of your toes or knee. You want to try and keep that in a very straight line, and you're going to drive that rear leg forwards and up, and with the opposite arm driving as well, and hold at the top. Obviously we want to do these exercises on both sides, so then you get equal balance in both legs. We don't just want the left leg to be stable, do we? So another exercise using a step or something like a raised platform, which is actually really hard to do. It looks easier than it and sounds easier than it is. So you're going to stand there on one leg, shift the balance onto that, and then with the opposite leg which has been lifted up, you're going to tap the floor in front of you, trying to keep that knee, as I said, above your ankle and mid-foot, and you're going to tap the front, lowering down almost into like a squat position, and then lift, raise back up, and you're going to do the opposite on the rear side and touch the back with your front of your foot. As with the stability of just standing up on one foot and raising the other one, this one, just use a Bosu ball. As I said previously, you can just use a pillow or, I don't know, something that's a little bit destabilizing for you, and just stand on that with one leg, and you can flip the Bosu ball to make it even harder. But on this day here, I've got it nice and kind of easier sort of setting, which is with a stable and flat platform. Just a little bit of a bonus one. This one with the Bosu ball, once again, is just side jumps across as if you were skiing pretty much, or skating, whatever. But it's quite good for ankle strengthening as well, because you're loading onto one ankle with a little bit of a soft cushioning, and here you're also, with the stabilization, you're making your ankle and your feet work to be able to stabilize on a soft surface there. Look, I've probably not described it pretty well there, I'll be completely honest, but I mean, you can see in the video of the footage there how it's working, and I'm sure you'll agree it's going to benefit you in some way. So there you go, there are the real basic stabilization exercises I have been doing. Here's a little bonus one. It's for the core. Stability doesn't just come through the legs. Stability also comes, obviously, it's a whole muscular chain. And here, as you can see, I'm on a balance ball, all fours, knees and hands which are contacting onto the ball. Obviously, just be a little bit careful, but it's a fun way to make the core activated. What you're going to do is just balance there for a couple of minutes or however long you can. You'll feel that your core is making little micro adjustments every time you're moving around. And if you get really comfortable and find this really easy, like I sometimes do, I'm not bragging, the core is obviously going to counterbalance and help you there. If you really want to take it to another step further, this one is actually really great for cyclists, road cyclists out there. Is on the balance ball with your knees, kneeling down on it, and you can just kneel there and balance across it. With these stability exercises, one thing that can really help take it to an extra level is having a mirror in front of you or to the side, both preferably, because then you can actually see, is your hip caving in? Is your leg nice and tall? Are your hands, have you got one hand like this? It's just a really game changer to have a mirror there for you to be able to see how you're performing. And you can probably see in this one exercise here, which I'm doing now, it's kind of like a reverse lunge, I believe, and you quickly switch to the other side without raising your body. And what you want to avoid here is your knee caving in and out, and that will really kind of test and show your stability within the muscles of your legs. I hope you've enjoyed watching this, hope it's been useful to you. Please do leave some comments down below if you are doing any stability exercises, have you got any you want to share, what you've thought about this video, and yeah, look out for that exciting video coming this week. Really do appreciate the support. I was about to say like and subscribe, but you know that.